a little bit more about G4 TV and why I comment on it. It was interesting because in the forums, this one guy found one of my earliest videos and posted it and used that as a means of insulting me, and to which I replied, well, that's one of my first videos. That's one of my first attempts at creating a video blog and using the YouTube service. And in the video in particular, he pointed out, well, I was sick at the time, and I was just doing a free association thought exercise, just talking about whatever came to mind and just exploring those topics. And and to me, it's like, well, how can you insult me for shoddy work, man? I admit it's one of my first experiments with it, and in fact, I was glad the guy pointed out the videos, reminded me that just how unprofessional they are. So I need to take them down. I'm not ashamed of when I put it on YouTube. There's some stuff like, I shouldn't, or there's stuff I wish I should change, or this and that. But at the same time, that's a more professional look, and I'm not, I'm not in this to make money per se. I like to, hopefully with all these videos and stuff like that, have something that can help me with an income and a job. But until then, and then on top of that, I'm kind of curious, and luckily it's not mentioned, but that I'm trying to use, or I'm trying to ride on the coattails of success, or I'm trying to boost my own importance and image by using G4 TV, and that's not the case. Because if I wanted to make more headway and basically get heard more, I could pick I'd say bigger targets than G4 TV. G4 TV doesn't have the kind of mass audience or the broad spectrum of awareness that other channels have, like FX, CNN, Fox News, ABC, NBC, HBO even. It's like if when G4 TV says, well, we're the source for all the things you care about, or Attack the Show says we're all the things, source for all the things you care about. Okay, well, I care about these things. I'm interested in these things. If I want to learn about the internet, technology, video games, I tune into G4 TV. If I want to hear about the news, I tune to CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. If I want sports, there's sports channels. If I want a movie, there's different movie channels. If I just want some silly comedies that or some interesting dramas, there's programs for that. If I want nudity and sex, there's places I can go to find that. So what can G4 TV give me that none of these other sources can provide? And so I'm telling them, I'm letting them know, and part of that is like, well, I like these things and I don't like these things. So that's what G4 TV is asking for, So I think that all of us who are fans of Attack the Show, X-Play, G4 TV, Screensavers, Tech TV, we all have the ability and the option to influence, to basically say, okay, we understand you want us to watch your programming. We want your programming to have this. And so by the laws of capitalism and supply and demand, and what the customer wants, customer gets, and this and that. So ideally, just by its own little political people movement, and whatever influence I can generate amongst the mass audience for everybody else, who knows? Maybe we can create something. Maybe we can help G4 TV increase its audience. Maybe we can help G4 TV raise its profile so that more people know about it. More people are aware of the channel and its programming, and also, because like, do you see news or do you see television crews at conventions? You may see it for like local news. You may see it for, if you're lucky, some nationally broadcasted program. And even then, it'll be small time. It'll be like, well, this is a one-time thing. This is, an interesting little event happening. this and that. While G4 TV understands, okay, what is the audience interested in, and seeks those things out and gives them to the audience. I think where they lack is in the whole idea, like, well, what is the audience not aware of, and would possibly be interested in hearing about or learning about. So if they expand more in that direction, I think that would really help them. And that's just like one of the problems when you have a environment that's a bit more corporate. So that was the other thing I mentioned, that the work environment of G4 TV became more corporate. There's this one interview, and it's either with Tina Foy or Laura Wood, or is it Laura Foy, Tina Wood? Sorry. I think those two women are amazing, and I keep confusing their names because I always see them together. But one of them, short-haired, bleach blonde woman, she mentioned going to the G4 studios, and that the environment was a lot different. That it didn't seem as much fun as it used to be, and quieter, and the people there didn't seem to be as happy as the old crew were. And I think, well, yeah, because you said, all right, guys, stop screwing around and let's do some work. Let's put together a show, which is the end result. You had a much more professional show put together. You watch episodes of Screensavers, and a lot of dead air, a lot of just the people just looking at each other, not saying anything. A lot of just guys talking off the top of their heads about what they know and what sort of topic they're covering, and so that's the kind of environment that an outsider could possibly easily join, and just meet up with the other the employees of G4 or like, well, back then Tech TV, and do whatever, hang out and mix and mingle, do work on websites together. Because it's out of that Kevin Rose started developing his Dig website. So you can imagine just all the input and the connections that guy had. And it's no wonder why his website took off. So is G4 TV, is it able to follow in that precedent set by Tech TV, or does it want to follow that? But that's, I guess that's a whole other story. So, ultimately, I'm trying to understand G4 TV more and more. As I uncover information, I want to share it with the rest of the audience, the other people who are fans of G4 TV or Tech TV, Screensavers, Tech the Show, X-Play, whatever. Because if we understand just how the company, how the network works, and we understand that, okay, so we do have a voice in how things are run on that network, and we can help that network, and we can help those programs, and we can help Neil Tiles do his job, and we can help the personalities who we see who perform for us every day. If we can help all these people, and all we are is just an audience, and we're just give our own little input here and there, or do our little things here and there, why not? And because even just a little bit of effort can have a dramatic and just very influential impact. Can do amazing things. The show could change around who knows which way. It all depends on the voice. What voice do we have? What voice are we giving? And is that voice unified? Because the worst thing to do is to have like, oh, I miss the Screensavers. Oh, I wish we had the Screensavers back. Oh, I like things better on the Screensavers. Okay, but you're not saying what exactly about the Screensavers you like or miss, or you wish was you had. What I'm doing is just saying, I don't like this about the program. I like this about the program. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.